Who do you think was Argentina's top goal scorer in 2025? Yeah, still Lionel Messi. It sounds familiar, right? Generations rise, and yet the name sitting at the top of the list is still Messi. And if that were the whole story, it would already be beautiful, but not quite the best part. Because the real headline of 2025 is what's happening behind him. Messi ended the year with 46 goals across club and national team matches. 46. If that were a 22 or 23-year-old, people would call it a breakout season. But for Messi, at a stage when many stars either drop deeper or slow down dramatically, this number feels like a reminder. Some players don't just play football, they live for deciding games. Messi in 2025 doesn't need to beat defenders with raw pace. He beats them with choices, gets there, and the goals keep coming. But here's what makes 2025 different from previous years. Messi is still number one, but Argentina has changed. Second on the list is Lautaro Martinez with 34 goals. 34 is an outstanding total, make no mistake, but next to Messi's 46, the gap is still wide enough to make it feel like Messi is operating on his own floor. Still, the most interesting thing about Lautaro isn't how many goals he scored compared to Messi. It's what that ranking says about his role in Argentina's system right now. Lautaro is Argentina's leading center forward today, the man expected to carry the scoring responsibility in big matches, the kind of striker you can rely on when the game tightens up, when the opponent plays deeper, when chances are scarce, because he can still create a difference with one sharp run, one clean finish, or one strong hold-up play that opens space for others. In short, Lautaro isn't the next Messi, he's Lautaro, fully. And that's exactly what Argentina needs in the present. Someone who can lead the line, score like a modern number 9, without trying to become a copy of a legend. Right behind Lautaro is the part that makes Argentina breathe easier. Damian Villalba scored 31 goals. Julian Alvarez scored 30. Just hearing those names already signals something important. The transition generation isn't a promise anymore. It's producing real output. Villalba stands out for consistency. 31 goals isn't the kind of number you reach through a lucky streak. You need rhythm. You need efficiency across the whole year. But if we're talking about the prototype of a modern forward, Julian Alvarez is the more fascinating name. Alvarez is special because he's not just a striker who lives inside the box waiting for service. He can play different roles at different tempos. When needed, he's a classic finisher. When needed, he drops deeper to connect play. When needed, he drifts wide, presses, creates pressure, and pulls defenders out of their shape. That's the kind of player modern football loves. Because today, the game isn't only about who finishes best, it's about who helps the system function best. Alvarez is that kind of player. He scores, he enables others to score, and he never lets opponents settle. But wait, the story gets even better. Look further down the list and you'll see a picture that's very different from the Argentina of past years, when everything felt concentrated around a single bright point. Claudio Spinelli scored 28 goals, Pablo Vegetti had 27, Nicolas Martinez scored 26, and then you have a trio with 25 each, Brian Parada, Facundo Callejo, and Jose Lopez. You might not remember every one of those names, and honestly, that's exactly the good news. Because when goals are spread across that many players, it tells you Argentina has depth. They have scorers in different leagues, in different environments, with different styles. It's no longer Messi or nothing. It's no longer the feeling that if Messi is locked down, Argentina runs out of answers. This is a major shift in mindset. In the past, Argentina often walked into big matches with an unspoken pressure. Messi has to do something. And when opponents built a compact defensive block, shut down central spaces, cut the decisive passing lanes, Argentina could slip into stagnation. But 2025 points to a different trend. Messi is still the top scorer, yet Argentina is no longer absolutely dependent on him. And notice, being less dependent doesn't mean Messi is less important. Messi is still the symbol, still the inspiration, still the name that forces opponents to change their entire defensive plan the moment he steps on the pitch. But being less dependent means that if Messi doesn't score today, Argentina still has someone else who can. If you need a more traditional number 9, Lautaro can carry. If you need a flexible forward who shifts roles constantly, Álvarez can carry. If you need goals from different zones and different players, the group behind them is ready. A great team isn't a team with only one superhero. A great team is a team that can win in many different ways. And that's the foundation of long-term dominance. The best thing about this list is that it arrives at the perfect time. Everyone knows Messi is entering the final chapters of his career. No matter how extraordinary he is, time is undefeated. But instead of looking ahead with vague fear, Argentina in 2025 looks forward with something more concrete: preparation. When you have a rising generation of scorers, you have competition. With competition comes urgency. With urgency comes improvement. That's how a national team sustains its level. If you ask what 2025 says about Argentine football, the answer is in two parts. Messi is still there, and Argentina has finally built real depth. Messi with 46 goals is the story of endurance. Lautaro with 34 is the story of role and responsibility. Villalba with 31 and Álvarez with 30 is the story of transition. The 28-25 group behind them is the story of foundation. Put it all together, and the message is clear. The Messi era will end someday, but Argentina won't be staring into a terrifying void. On the contrary, they have an attack with both an icon and genuine depth. And if there's one thing that should make Argentine fans feel calm stepping into the next years, it's this. Even when the central story no longer carries the name Lionel Messi, Argentina will still have enough players to keep writing their own story.